So here we are up in Bancroft. I'm looking after my sister's dogs, and it's prime caving time as well. So Jeff is up visiting me here. Jeff, can we see you here, brother? Purpose of the video, we're off today. We're going to see the Natural Marble Bridge. I'm just transferring gear. Well, as you can see, the back of the car, we're doing the red car because he's just done his drive this morning. And we've got all sorts of caving gear here. Got the cable ladder there. Right there, there's a cable ladder. Bought that for the Crystal Cave. We got a bit of vertical stuff, some rope in there, the backpacks of course, and in the front seat. I'm ashamed to show you, but such is the nature of my front seat, the mess that the car is. You'd almost think this was up in the Smoky Mountains, but not at all. It's on the way to the Natural Marble Bridge, which we're going to explore today. Not so much explore, we've been there several times, but it's really worth a little bit of video. Beautiful location. Actually, Maggie and I had been talking about an alpaca farm up here. So, but that's when I retire, if I can ever afford to retire. One of the first Ontario caves that I'd ever visited. Kind of an interesting little entrance. So you have a stream. What's that? Undercut there. How far does that go? I haven't really followed up that way, but you've got a stream runs down here into marble. Of course, marble's part of the Canadian Shield. Really ancient rock formation. It uses up about a quarter of Ontario's land space. Not a quarter, probably closer to a half actually. Kind of a U shape around Hudson Bay. You know, the marble's rock that's many millions of years old. So marble forms when limestone or dolostone has been heated and pressurized. So we got some blocks of granite here, big blocks of granite, and then across the stream we've got the marble. So maybe the heat came from some form of a intrusion of granite. You've got pretty large sort of crystals in the granite. Hard to show with the camera, but kind of implying that it's maybe cooled quite slowly, and that's of course what it would have influenced and heated the limestone to form the marble. Okay. This is the actual entrance to the Natural Marble Bridge. Traveling along inside an actual band of marble. Looks like there's igneous rock to the side that is probably what heated the limestone to become the marble. Area that's lined with corundum. So not so far away we've got a big band of syenite, actually back to a mountain of syenite. Corundum being aluminum oxide, and its pure forms of sapphire. So the cave was really a cool sort of walk in this beautiful banded tunnel of apricots and white and clean colors, as you'll see shortly. So let's go. There's our entrance. Heading down into the caves. See the marble, see the banding, it's banded with other rocks. Inside of the marble, still banded and striated. Really quite a beautiful cave. further on to the exit point. You can see various crystals that have been embedded within the marble are now standing out. The marble's been washed away. As Derek Ford had said, marble has the cleanest, sharpest solutional morphology. So, I mean, looking up here, I'm hoping to see some titanite, but there are other things. I'm not sure what they all are. You can see the crystals. There's a nice big spider, quite a large one. Check them out there, yeah. It's all in bands again, as you can see. Look at this. Some big rock of some type embedded in the marble. There's a band of something. In the marble, well, it doesn't dissolve like the marble, so the marble dissolves and leaves a less soluble mineral or crystal sitting there. Cool thing about this, it's like you're walking inside the rock. I guess you are, but here's a void or a bug inside the marble. At one time it would have probably had crystals of different types formed within it. Nothing there now, but still. This is the downstream entrance, or exit, I don't know, resurgence of this little creek that runs through the natural marble bridge. Out in the secluded valley, and there's a couple of parallel valleys where at one time, I guess, the stream flowed on the surface. So it's really hard to figure out exactly where the granite intrusion stops and obviously the marble begins. That's very clearly marble. That's very clearly granite. Mixture of mica, feldspars, quartz. So you can just see it's all kind of intermixed here. I mean, you know, there's a bit of marble down there. It goes back into, you know, granite and what have you. So, and of course you got the overhang here, which doesn't look too safe. Almost looks a bit like Mexico in the cenotes. Check out my video on cenotes. Went to Tulum and all these roots hanging down into the underground. It was pretty neat. Looks like we found ourselves a parallel valley. See what it's got for, you know, things that might suggest other passages that have not yet been found. It goes without saying that where there's some caves, there are usually more, so we're following upstream from the natural marble bridge. You might surmise by the fact I'm still wearing my helmet that I'm looking for caves. Just can't be bothered to take it off, but just an amazing spot.